Did you know there's some very helpful online parenting and co-parenting tools that you and your spouse or person that you had a child with that didn't get married to can use to help better your parenting and co-parenting relationship? I'm Gerald Maggio, Southern California divorce and family law attorney, and in this video I'm going to explain a few of the helpful online apps or applications that you can access on your phone and so on that will allow you and your spouse to better communicate regarding co-parenting parenting issues. It's my recommendation to consider using one of these applications to communicate with your spouse on an ongoing basis rather than relying on emails and text messages that you may have to save if you end up having to use those in court. So I would recommend instead using an app, because most of these apps allow you to save the information. You cannot delete the information, and the courts are generally familiar with at least a couple of the ones I'm going to explain to you right now. Number one is Our Family Wizard. Yes, a bit of a silly name, but it's one of the oldest apps that are out there. It allows parents to communicate with each other on an ongoing basis. It allows for sharing of calendars, uploading receipts for reimbursement for expenses related to your children, and a whole host of other features on that. This application generally requires a monthly fee, but it's probably the most comprehensive application out there, and courts are familiar with it. I've seen it in use regularly, and it's one of the best applications out there. Number two is Talking Parents. Talking Parents is somewhat similar to Our Family Wizard. It particularly allows for the sharing of information. It allows for communications where you put messages in, and allows you to know when the other party has read your message and so on, which is kind of key here, because you could be talking to your spouse through these messages. It's not helpful if they're not responding, and at least you've got proof that they've read it. Courts are very familiar with Talking Parents. It's often recommended for an app for co-parenting because it offers a free feature, so it doesn't cost people to use it. There are paid versions of it that have more features to it, so it's really whatever you and your spouse can work out in terms of what the needs are of you and your spouse. So something to consider in terms of how to communicate with your spouse. There are a couple other applications that I'm familiar with. One's called Co-Parenter, the other one is called Two Houses. Again, the concept is similar and so on. They might have some differences between them. It's worth checking out. You can upload these type of applications, check them out, see what works for you. When choosing which co-parenting app to use, you should consider the ease of use, the ease of saving information, and what really works for you. One word of advice when you're using these communication applications is to treat your communications in a business-like manner. You don't want to use these communications to be a source of harassment to the other party, where you're saying derogatory, negative things about that other spouse, the other parent. You don't want to be doing that. You need to keep communications in a business-like manner. Create a topic for what your communication is and what you're talking about and so on. Then if another issue comes up in communications, create a new message, new topic, and so on, so you don't get confused and you don't have an ongoing communication that gets bogged down in the details here. You want to have each communication being a separate topic, talking about something else. The more you do that, the better this communication feature is, the more successful your co-parenting is going to be, and the better your co-parenting relationship is. I'm Gerald Maggio, Southern California divorce and family law attorney. If you're going through a divorce or know somebody who is, please feel free to contact us for a consultation where we'll go through your situation and determine what the next steps are for you. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more helpful information about divorce and family law issues. See you next time.